We are going into the Miami County Administration Building. Some people in Lawrence might know what's about to happen. I think I found a meeting. This is a meeting. That's okay, they got more. I'm going to go ahead and sign in this time. It looks like it might need to be necessary. All right. This is the agenda here.
That is the agenda.
All right, thank you. I'm going to move up here so other people can slide in. That way I'm not blocking things. Are the meetings usually this well attended?
No idea.
What's everybody here for today? Do you come often? Got you. So what brought you here? Uh-huh. Gotcha.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you for joining us for our official commission meeting on September 27th at 1 o'clock. Madam Clerk, please reflect that all 5 commissioners are in attendance. Appreciate everybody coming for our Employee of the Month presentation today. We will go to public comment of this. I want to emphasize that this public comment is for anything that's not on our agenda. So there's already been a public comment for the CUP that's on our agenda today. This is not a time for a public comment on that. So if anybody would like to address the commission or any public comment that's not on the agenda, we would welcome that. Since there's a lot of you, I'll give a few seconds just to make sure. Yes, sir.
Go ahead and make this mine then. Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Michael. I'm the Director of Lawrence Accountability. And first, I want to say this is awesome that you guys have such participation and that all of your members are here today. My visit here today is not in an accusatory nature, and it's not to lay blame anywhere. But I want to tell you about a problem that we have in Lawrence. We have a distinct problem with homelessness. You may have heard this. One of the things that's happening up there is our city is continuing to fail in that area. Advocates are barred from assisting at times, other times prosecuted for simple trespass and challenging their ordinances. We have a discretionary application of the rules and people getting violently hurt and drugs and alcohol becoming a constant issue where the city is not addressing these issues. Now, where this involves other counties around us, we in Lawrence have become aware of a couple different situations. One of those was a busload of homeless people that were bused into Lawrence from a surrounding county and dropped off at the library. We are failing our own people. All you're doing, if you're sending people to us, you're failing them as well. Because we can't handle it. We can't handle what we have already. We can't handle the surrounding counties' overflow. A second situation that we know is factual and did happen is that a woman who was mostly nude was dropped off by a sheriff's deputy outside our library, I believe, or at our homeless camp. I may be mistaken on exactly where. I hope none of you find that to be acceptable, that we would treat people that way. And if you have a homeless problem here, it's yours to help fix. And it's yours to rally the community and the advocates and your churches and the groups that are generally the ones that fix that problem. It's not a city's responsibility to fix it. I agree with everybody that says that. It's not your responsibility to fix it. It's a community problem and it has to be addressed by the community. And it has to be addressed by the community where those people are and not passed on to the next one. Now, the last thing that I want to touch on is a term called trauma-informed. I want to ask you to start looking into this and looking into start talking to people that are professionals in this area. You're going to hear the word trauma-informed. Trauma-informed does not mean that we throw all the rules away and we just do whatever and let anything go. Trauma-informed is about our approach, not about loosening their responsibilities or expectations on the person to make their own good decisions. Trauma-informed is about us not making the wrong decisions that do more harm. And that's what's happening if there's people being bused to another community. So I just want to ask this community to not do that. And if you need help understanding these things or help combating those things, reach out to your surrounding areas. There are professionals in Lawrence. There's an organization called Project 1020 out of Johnson County. A lot of expertise there. Please utilize that rather than busting them out. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you presenting to the commission. Is there anybody else that would like to address the commission?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, want to move the consent agenda.
All right, guys. Let's see if I can find my way out. Which way's out?
Oh, that was right.
That way.
Straight down
That's
that.
right. First time in this building. And, I may not speak for everyone in Lawrence, but I know a number of people had approached me about this and about putting some publicity behind it. And that's all I came down here to do today, was to let them know that we know that it's happening. And let them know and remind them that they have a responsibility to their community and not to just bust them off to us. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. And the one thing to remember is how I approached that commission there. Flip this around and give you if I can. I'm in a different mode today. So the one thing I'll tell you about that commission there and the way I approached them and why they got the respect, that was my first time in front of them. If you go back and you watch the previous meetings where it was my first couple times in front of our city commission or in front of our city community police review board, those were respectful occurrences. It was only after being ignored, shoved aside, and watching things that I knew were factual being treated as false. That became the outrage. There's a lesson to be taken there. So, guys, I appreciate you. We're in Paola, Kansas. I'll give you a final view there. And y'all have a good day.